Hello. Riding a motorbike is a great way to feel real freedom on the move and the opportunity to save money on a taxi. There are many different options for motorbikes. Let's take a closer look at some of them. But before you ride a motorbike, you should take care of your safety and wear at least a helmet, gloves and sneakers. It is impossible to secure yourself from all dangers, but nonetheless, keep your skull safe and also your brain. Therefore, full concentration is needed before we start the motorbike. To do this, you need to have an idea of what control mechanisms are present on the motorbike and how to use them correctly whilst driving. The pictures show the location of the main control mechanisms, as well as a small explanation of each specific item. Please pause and study this carefully. If you have only driven by car or bicycle, then do not be in a hurry to start a motorbike and get underway. Try to get a little used to this new mode of transport for yourself. To do this, sit comfortably in the seat, look at the location of controls, and adjust the mirrors to your height. In order to slightly get used to the weight of the motorbike, remove the footrest and with both feet lean the bike in one direction and then the other. Keep in mind that during stops at intersections, traffic lights, in front of pedestrian crossings and in the parking lot, you will have to hold the motorbike vertically without a stand. Be aware that the motorbike weight is considerable, especially if you are travelling with a passenger. Now, insert the key into the ignition lock. Turn the key to the on position. Remove the stand and hold the bike yourself. To start a motorbike, hold down the rear brake lever and press the start button with your right thumb. At the same time, the gas handle should be in the initial position. It is best to start a motorbike at a time when there are no pedestrians in front of it. Also, be aware that there are no other vehicles around. To start moving on the bike, release the rear brake lever and turn the throttle slightly, only as smoothly as possible. Before you start, make sure that your maneuver does not create an emergency situation and will be safe for pedestrians. It is important not to use the throttle grip to the maximum. Otherwise, the motorbike will jerk so quickly that you will not have time to look back when it crashes into something. First, you need to drive 30 to 50 meters and stop smoothly. To stop, sometimes it is enough just to release the gas knob to its original position. You can also slow down slightly using both brakes or just the rear. The brake lever should also be pressed smoothly to avoid falling or skidding. When you pass some more distance, gently turn around, helping with your feet, and then return your feet to the starting point on the bike. It is best to repeat all these elements of movement as many times as possible. If you have rented one bike to use with a friend, practice first to drive the motorbike on your own, and then take turns. When you are more slightly comfortable, you can ride with a passenger. Before you start your trip, do not forget to check the level of fuel in your tank. Just in case, it might be worth keeping one bottle of gasoline in the trunk. Whilst riding the motorbike, do not be afraid to look like a novice. There is nothing shameful in the fact of driving 20 kilometers an hour and being overtaken by others. Safety is first. Remember that when you are driving a bike, you are automatically at risk, and your life depends on your actions, as well as the life and health of your passenger and other road users. Therefore, do not rush to accelerate. In the first days, it is best to not drive faster than 30 kilometers per hour. After a few days, you can accelerate slightly, but only on straight sections of roads. Try to keep as much distance from the cars parked on the side of the road in order to avoid collisions. Do not try to slip through intersections quickly or turn around in the middle of the road in the face of oncoming traffic. It is best to wait a couple of minutes and be sure that your maneuver will not create problems for you or other road users. It is not uncommon for newcomers to accelerate dramatically in order to quickly turn around on the road. This may cause a fall or another accident. If a fall occurs, you should stop the engine and seek help from third parties, since you may be in a state of shock. Falling on a motorbike, even at low speed, can lead to serious injuries and risk your life. In the first hours of driving a motorbike, it is advisable to get used to the brakes as much as possible. Periodically slow down or stop completely on the side of the road without creating emergency situations. Do not forget to release the throttle grip when braking. Do not laugh at this advice. In reality, for some reason, accidents on motorbikes occur because inexperienced drivers begin to use the throttle whilst braking. Of course, the bike continues to move and its behaviour can be unpredictable. Learning to park. To do this, choose places where parking is not prohibited and where you do not create a potential dangerous situation. For reliability, you can practice parking where other motorbikes and cars are already parked. Helmets are conveniently stored under the seat of the motorbike. More information can be found here, and if there is a desire to attend our classes in the motorbike school, then please contact us. We can easily teach and share our great experience. We wish that you have many successful trips and pleasure whilst riding a motorbike.